Hello, and welcome to Knit Crochet with the Gilmore Girl. My name is Cheryl. Thank you very much for joining me. If you are a new viewer, welcome. Hi. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back and spending some time with me today. It is January 18th, 2019. Thank you. I was going to say thank you for joining me. I already said that. I'm losing it, I tell you. Yeah, it's the new year, and I'm sorry I didn't do a New Year's video, and I only did a short little video last time to explain about the mess up on Ryan's blanket. If you haven't seen it, it's just a 6-minute video I put up. But I haven't done any videos this year, just because I have been going through a lot of good things and bad things, so I will talk more about that later in chit chat, but right now, I just want to talk to you about my knitting and crocheting. So if you've never been to this channel, this is a knit and crochet channel with a bit of loom knitting and eventually maybe some sewing and cross stitching. You never know, knock on wood. But yeah, so let's get started. For some reason I can't focus on the camera. I keep looking up. Oops. Anyways, so referring back to the video that I did last week, I messed up on Ryan and Bev's blanket. Ryan, if you don't know, is my best friend, one of my best friends, and he is getting married to a wonderful woman named Bev, and they are getting married in May, and if you haven't watched my videos and you don't know, I had a big loom, just a 41 peg loom, 43 peg loom? I think it's 41. I don't know why I'm doing this, but anyways. And it was a round loom, and I was using it to make a 10-stitch blanket for Ryan. I found the video on, I believe it was on Good Knit Kisses, which is a YouTube channel. If you go to my channel page and look under playlist, you'll find a playlist for loom knit patterns, and it's under that section that you can find the 10-stitch blanket if you want to try it. Loom knitting is really quite easy. I messed up basically because I forgot to do one step, and it ended up making a big hole in the middle, like a huge hole in the middle of my blanket. So, if I had done this step, it would have been fine, but I forgot to do one step. So, loom knitting is really quite easy if you ever want to try it, but you have to follow the pattern, and apparently I didn't. So, then I decided, you know what, it takes so long to loom knit a blanket, and I loved doing it. I loved it, and I plan on doing one for myself. But I decided just to crochet Ryan and Bev's blanket. I know, I've changed my mind so many times on this, but I think this is what I'm going to do. So I started it. I used the same yarn, which is the black with the sparkled. I believe this is Red Heart, but I'm not even sure, so I'm sorry, it might be burnout. But I started my own pattern. I made my own pattern, so this is how it looks. And what I did was down here I put triple crochets and skip one, I think. And then here I did all these, I did half double crochets. So that's what it looks like so far. And it seems to curl. Like when I hold it like this, it curls, see? But when you put it flat out, it doesn't curl. So hopefully it'll work. I don't know why it's got that big bump there, but hopefully it'll work. So I've worked hard on that, and I've gotten that much done. I've got 2 balls. I've got one of the, like, I have about another ball left. So I've got this one. So I got to make, it's probably going to take about 5 balls of it, maybe more, to make a small little blanket. Ideally, I like to make it with 10 balls, but I don't know if I have enough money to buy that much, so it might be a small blanket. But, yeah. And then in other news, in knitting and crochet news, I started crocheting. Oh, I forgot to look up the pattern for you. Darn it, I forget what the pattern is. But it's a, oh, I was gonna look it up. I'm so sorry. It's a, like a cardigan, but it's like a blanket. It's a granny square blanket. So what you do is, sorry, I'm making the camera shake here. What you do is you make a granny square, a huge granny square, and then you tuck, it's a free pattern, so I'm not giving anything away. It's on Ravelry. If you want to make it, just let me know and I'll find it for you and let you know what it is. But it's a big granny square, and then they take it and they sew it sleeves on it, so you wear it like a blanket, but it's kind of like a cardigan at the same time. It's really cute. So I started making, you've got to make it so the square is 40 inches on each side. So I've done this so far. Whoops. I've done this so far. So that's got the, there we go. Isn't that pretty? So I'm using gray yarn. But I think if I like this pattern, I might make one in like pink or something. Because I like doing granny squares. And so I've got to make each side 40 inches on each side. So this is about 1, 2, 3, 4. This is about 9 or 10 inches. Usually my inches are about like that. That's usually an inch for me, so not for me, for anybody. But if I measured it, it'd be like 9 or 10 inches, and I've got to make it 40 inches on each side. So, and then you just kind of, you take, if I figured it out correctly, I'm moving my camera again, I'm sorry. You take part of it, you take it, you wrap it around, and then you just kind of sew this side in so that you've got little sleeves. It's really cute. I like it. So that's what I'm doing with that. And I think that's all I've been doing recently. Oh no. I got hair in my mouth. I did start a shawl with fingering weights, but it's way over there, and I forgot to get it. And I'm sorry. I have nowhere to put my camera down. Okay, I'm going to take you with me. Okay, so it's going to move. The camera's going to move. So I'm going to go over to my other chair and set the camera down. So the computer. So here we go. Let's see if I can get up without falling. That'll be real great. Fall on camera. I'll probably go viral. I hope y'all are doing good. Oh, turn around. There we go. There, hello. Welcome back. So, I started a shawl. It's just a regular triangular shawl. I found the pattern on Ravelry, I believe. Again, I forget what the pattern's name is, but it's just a regular triangle shawl. So here it is so far. This is my yarn. It's got a bit of blue in there, but right now it's just white. It's fingering weight. And so I started here. Again, it's a free pattern. Started there, and then the point is right here, so eventually this will be the top, and it'll go around. Yeah, I'm liking it, so I'm using a 4mm hook with it. Oh yes, and with the blanket I'm using a 5mm, and with the granny square thingy, I don't know what you call it. Oh, I'm out of breath. The granny square cardigan thing is with a 6mm. So that's what that looks like, and it's got some blue in it, so I think it'll look really pretty. So I'm doing that. I am going to start doing a 10-stitch blanket with my loom again. But I have to get some yarn, and right now I have to just get yarn for Ryan's blanket. So I've I've got this yarn, this cotton yarn. I wanted to make like a shawl or a something with this that I can wear. But I don't know what. So, I mean, I started making a dishcloth because that's all I know to make with cotton. I looked it up on Ravelry, I looked up cotton products, and there's really nothing I can find that I like. So, well, I liked a couple, but they were a little too hard for me. I'm not exactly the best at crocheting and knitting yet, so always learning. But I thought maybe like a cowl or I want to make a cotton top, like a something I can wear in the summer. So I might do that. They have like regular raglan tops, like little t-shirts that you can make, but I just can't figure out the patterns. So I might go on YouTube and see if I can find something there. Because I can follow video instructions, no problem. And usually I can follow written patterns too. Charts, no, I can't figure out charts. But written patterns, I can figure out. But for some reason, I couldn't figure it out on the pattern, the free pattern on Ravelry. I couldn't figure it out. So I'll have to look at it again. It was late at night though, so maybe I can figure it out now. So I do want to make something at that. I might just end up making some dishcloths for Ryan and Beth. You never know. Who knows? Let's see, what else? I got a mess of yarn everywhere. That's about it. That's all I'm working on. So, yeah. How about you guys? What are you working on? Let me know in the comments below what you're working on, if you're working on anything. I'm just gonna grab my thing here and work on it while I talk to you. I look so small back here. I'm gonna bring the camera up. My head looks so small back there. Alright. So, time for some chit-chat. Where should I start? So, as you know, I was in the Clubhouse, which is a place for mental health patients, and I was working towards working at the knitting and crocheting for the farmers market next year. That now is not happening. I got this bad rash on my chin and on my face. I got these bumps all over. It looks horrible. Ugh. Anyways, that's not happening anymore. I have stopped going to Clubhouse for now, maybe for good. I did have an argument with the worker there, and I believe I was in the right, and she believes she was in the right. And so we're still kind of, I think it's best for everyone involved if I just don't go. I get defensive on things. The reason why is because all my life with my Tourette syndrome and other health problems, I was made fun of a lot. And so now I get very defensive when someone says something that to me is offensive. Even though they may not find it offensive and nobody else may find it offensive, I do. And I think as someone who went through a lot and held it all in and wasn't able to express myself in how I felt about what people were saying about me, now I feel like I have a right to talk and to say, no, that isn't right. Some people don't agree with me, and the worker at the Clubhouse doesn't agree with me. So instead of making a big fight in the members of the Clubhouse and who want to defend me as well as defend her, they don't know what side to go on, I just decided not to go back to the Clubhouse. Doing this means I'm home 24 hours a day, pretty well 7 days a week. So the last few weeks I've been pretty depressed. I felt kind of like maybe it was my fault. The fight was my fault. But then I look at it and I'm like, yeah, maybe some of it was my fault, but I believe some of it was her fault as well. And I asked her to call me if she wanted to talk it out, and she has decided not to call me. So, that's that. So I'm no longer going to crochet for the farmer's market. I am thinking of joining the winter craft sale next year. So I might be making things for that. I haven't decided yet. That costs money, so don't know if I'll do that. But I have been home a lot, and I've been pretty depressed the last few weeks. I haven't been babysitting. I just started babysitting again today. She hasn't needed me for the past 3 weeks or so. They've been with their dad, and she hasn't been working. So I just started babysitting again today, and that was great. I love the kids. We had fun. But for the last few weeks, I haven't done much except watch a lot of YouTube and sleep. But one thing I have done is I started writing my book. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I started writing my book that I plan to finish this year. It's a book that I have had, as you know, I am a writer. I haven't published any books, and I haven't actually finished any books for a long time. But this one book that I have in my head, this manuscript, is one that I wrote when I was about 19 years old. So I'm 41 now, so about 21 years ago. 22 years ago. Whatever it is. I can't do math. Math is hard. And it's kind of stuck in my head for a long time. So I am rewriting it. I'm considering it a first draft because I'm changing a lot of it. So I went online and went to udemy.com, which is a place where you can take courses, and I got some really cheap deals, and for $12.99 I got a few courses for $12.99 each, and I learned how to write an outline and what to write and where to write it. So I learned the structure of a novel and at what percentage things happen, and I wrote an outline, which is the first time I've ever done an outline. I've tried many times, could never do them, but I found a way to do it, and that's the Save the Cat beat method. And I learned how to do that, and I did that outline, and now I'm writing the book. So I'm enjoying that. I've only written about 1,000 words right now, 2,000 words, I'm not sure, but slowly but surely it's getting done. It's quality work. It's not, some of it, you know, they always say with writers, I don't know if you're a writer, but they always say that the first draft is always crap because you just write whatever comes in your head and you get the words down, get the main ideas down, and then you revise it and you edit it and you do the second draft. So some of the work I've written is really good. Some of it isn't the best, but I'm trying to just get the ideas down more than edit and revise as I go. So, yeah, that's working out good. I've been really itchy. I've been taking a lot of antihistamines because I'm just so itchy. Anyways, I've also been reading a lot. I'm enjoying reading. About 2 months ago, I started listening to the Meg Cabot series, which is one of her series called The Princess Diaries. If you watched the movie years and years ago, there was 2 movies put out of The Princess Diaries, and it was starred Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. Loved that movie. The first one. The second one I didn't like as much, but the first one I loved. And I started listening to the books on Overdrive from my library on audiobook, and I enjoyed them. And then I found them for cheap on Book Outlet, so I bought a whole bunch of them. I bought like 8 of them. There's like 10 or 11 in the series. So I'm reading those and I'm loving them because, I mean, the way Meg Cabot writes is so hilarious. It's like I can totally see a teenage girl saying those things. It's so funny. And the character, Mia, is just hilarious. So I'm enjoying that. So I'm still on book 1, which is The Princess Diaries. And I've got 8 books of it. I've got books 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, and then 8 and 9, or 9 and 10, something like that. And then I've got a novella that was written like a 5.5 type thing series, so it's like an in-between books. So I've been reading those. What else have I been doing? I've been knitting and crocheting, trying to clean my house. Not going too well. Haven't had inspection yet this month, but apparently I'm supposed to get one, and they're going to decide whether to try and evict me, which I don't see how legally they can evict me, because I don't have a dirty house, I just have a messy house. So it's not like I'm not a hoarder. I don't hoard things, but I do have a lot of things I collect, mainly books and yarn. And I don't have a lot of room in my house to put everything, so yeah. But I don't have like a dirty house. I don't have a mess like a spiders or ants or mice or anything. So I don't see how they can legally evict me, but they're trying to. So I have to deal with that because I can't afford to live anywhere else. So yeah, kind of sucks. Plus, the manager that is trying to evict me is the manager of all the apartment buildings in Merritt. So if I can't live here, I don't know where I'm supposed to live. So I'm trying to figure that out, and if it comes to fighting them legally, I've got a lot of people behind me who are saying that there's no way they can evict me, so I've got a lot of people who will be fighting for me, so, and with me. If I have to take them to court, I do. I hope it doesn't come to that, but my caretaker here is being ridiculous in some ways, so, yeah. Anyways, things are okay. I'm not as depressed as I was, so that's good. In this pattern, it's all double crochet, but you do an increase on this side, and then you do an increase in the middle, and then you do an increase in the end. So that's how it gets bigger. So, I'll show you. Just about to come to an increase. Right there. No, wait, that right there is the increase. So we're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 2, and then 1 double crochet in the same place. And that is the increase for the point. So, just in case you're wondering, it's an easy triangular shawl. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Hoping to get some blue in it soon, so it'll look pretty. Thinking about doing another shawl like this in worsted weight, which I think would be really pretty. But again, I have to buy more yarn, so right now I've got to buy yarn for Ryan's blankets, so that's where my money's going, and I don't have a lot of money right now because, like I said, I haven't been babysitting, so yeah. Oh, other news, I forgot. I am losing weight. Yes, I've lost 3 pounds in the last 3 weeks, so almost 3 weeks. So that's been good. And I've been drinking a lot of Slim Fast shakes with coconut milk, and I've been eating a lot of salads, and yeah, so things are going good. I weigh myself every Wednesday at weight group. So it is Friday today, so I've got like 5 days until Wednesday. So yeah, things are going good. I want to lose, I'm not sure exactly how much I want to lose. I just want to lose enough to look good and feel good, feel healthier and look the way that I want to look. I don't believe in being too skinny. Like, if someone is really skinny, I just don't think they look healthy. So I think I like a little bit of meat on the bones, So, but not as much meat as I have right now. So, I mean, ideally, I'd like to lose about 80 or 90 pounds. But, I think I'd be happy with like 50. So, 50 or 60, I think I would like. So, that's what I'm working towards this year. So far, so good. I've lost 3 pounds. So, that's good. I like to lose 2 pounds a week. I've really only been dieting for 2 weeks now. I don't believe in dieting as a way like you go on something and then you lose the weight and then you start eating again. Like eating bad stuff again. I believe in changing the way you look at food, the way you eat, the way you respond to depression and to pain. Like, I have a friend who eats whenever she's in pain. She has some bad pain issues, and she eats whenever she's in pain. Well, I eat when I get depressed, so I've learned to not do that, and you've got to change the way you believe and the way you act. So I've done that, and I'm hoping that'll last forever now. So I still have like a cup of hot chocolate once in a while, or a cookie or something. The other day, last Wednesday, I went out for dinner and had burger and onion rings and a Blizzard, like the Dairy Queen Blizzard. Yeah. So, it's not like I'm denying myself junk food or anything. I'm just watching what I eat, and I'm careful to not do it every day, and to not respond to depression by eating. So I think it's an everyday struggle. It's not something that's just going to change overnight. So, I mean, they say it takes, 6 weeks to create a habit. So, I've only been doing this for about 2.5 weeks. So, yeah. I lost 2 pounds last week. Last Wednesday, I weighed myself and I lost 2 pounds. And the week before, I lost 1 pound. So, 3 pounds. I'm pretty proud of that. I think slowly but surely is the way to go. So, I think you're more liable to keep it off if you lose it slowly instead of, like starving yourself and then binging after and gaining more back. I have another friend who does that all the time, and it's so bad for you. And I've tried to talk to her about it, but she doesn't get it. She just thinks that she has to starve herself, and then when she starves herself, the next week she's binging and eating a whole pie or something. And it's like, you can't do that to your body. What her body must be going through, like. But I've tried, both me and the leader of the group, my friend, have tried talking to her, but she doesn't get it. That's the way she's been dieting all her life, and that's what she believes she has to do. And I'm sad for her because that's not the way to diet. But anyways, so that's going well. What else? My health has been pretty good apart from being depressed. My stomach, ever since I started eating a lot of salads and stuff, I haven't been as sick. And I realize when I eat fried foods or stuff that I used to eat all the time, I get sick on now. So no wonder I used to be so sick. So I'm enjoying eating salads, although it does cost a little bit more money. I buy the pre-made salads in the bags, but and then I have to buy a lot of coconut milk because I drink a lot of the Slim Fast shakes, and I love the Slim Fast shakes. Oh, I could drink them all day if I could. And but they cost a lot of money too. They're like $13 or something for a canister of it. And I go through a canister every week or so, week and a half. So, but I do buy the coconut milk from the Dollar Tree, which is a dollar store here in Merritt, for $1.25 each. I don't know why it's $1.25 if it's a Dollar Tree, but it's $1.25. So I buy like literally 10 of them a week I go through. But I love coconut milk now. I absolutely love it. So I don't drink regular milk. I love coconut milk. I can drink it all day. I love it. And because I've been drinking coconut milk and I've been drinking the Slim Fast shakes with a lot of protein in it, my blood sugar has been good. So that's good. Being that I'm a diabetic, it's good that my blood sugar is doing well with the change in what I'm eating, and so that's good. So, I think that's it for now. Let me know what you guys are working on, if you're making anything, and hopefully I'll have an update on, I'll do another video in a week or two, and we can chat some more, and I will hopefully I'm hoping to have that granny square thing done, and working on Ryan's blanket and this shawl. So this shawl is looking like this so far. So I'm excited. Okay, well, you have a great day. God bless you and all you do, my people. My people. Sounds like I'm talking to like a congregation. My people. Sorry. My friends, have a great day. God bless you and all you do. And keep knitting, keep crocheting, have fun, drink coffee, and read books. Bye.